What's up, everybody? This is Chris Weiser. Welcome to my affiliate program. So one of the things that I run into is a lot of people ask me, which funnel should I use, right? So as we talk about ClickFunnels and sales pages and landing pages and websites, I think first of all, why should you choose ClickFunnels over going to, let's say, WordPress or Wix or Squarespace or some of these things that are website, or even just a website as a whole. And websites have their place. My main digital agency site is a WordPress site, mostly for SEO sake. I personally, now this is all personal opinion. Keep in mind, I'm a huge ClickFunnels fan, and I use it constantly, wearing shirts, doing all this other stuff, right? But from an SEO, search engine optimization standpoint, it's not the best at being found. So I choose for my sites that I want to get organic traffic through SEO on, I still use WordPress. Now, along with that, I have landing pages, and the concept of a landing page is to take a user through the path that you dictate. You think about your website, there's all these places for them to go, they fly all over the place, and they just escape a lot. They just leave without converting. And the whole point of a sales funnel is to drive somebody through to where they pop out the bottom as a lead, converted. So we're going to walk through what I do and how I choose funnels and how I choose things to do, and how I choose to make things. And I think you'll see the differences. But understand, if your goal here is organic search, I still recommend WordPress or some type of an actual website that has good SEO capability. But if your goal is to convert leads specifically through advertising, and it can just be outreach. It doesn't necessarily have to be cold. It doesn't have to be Facebook, Google, YouTube, whatever. It doesn't have to be any specific type of ad. It can be email, but you're going to want to take a specific group of people and drive them through a targeted action. That's where sales funnels are phenomenal, way better. Your conversions are going to be hundreds of percentage points higher than your website. Websites are informational, but they're not necessarily perfect or great for converting. So we'll go through that in 1 second here. So we're sitting here at the ClickFunnels main page. Basically, after you come in, you land on a dashboard, and then you come in up here and you hit funnels, and this is the page that you sit in at. And there's a couple different ways that you can add a new funnel. I'm going to show you how ClickFunnels kind of recommends you to do it, and then I'm going to show you how I do it, which is, I think, in my opinion, I'm a little bit old school before some of this stuff all started, but I'm going to kind of do the, you'll see why it's kind of nice. So you just kind of click up here and click Add New. I'm going to click that here. And the thing that they like you to do is this whole, notice that they give you both options, but they like to have you go through this cookbook builder process. Now, as an affiliate of mine, you get the Funnel Hackers Cookbook, so it kind of goes along with that same mindset, so you are welcome to use that. But the challenge with the cookbook, and you'll see going through here, it wants you to kind of pick what type of funnel you're looking at or narrow down the different types of things that you're looking at. And that can almost seem a little overwhelming in the beginning, right? I think that gets a little bit complicated, and it's something that's difficult to kind of wrap your arms around. So what I like to do, come down here and click Add New. I like to go to the Classic Funnel Builder and click Create New Funnel. And instead of even going to these options, I choose Create a Custom Funnel. And we'll just call it Custom Test Funnel. And we'll just start building funnel here. Just let that get rolling. Okay, so what's important to remember with sales funnels, remember how I talked in the intro about how you have to take people through a chosen path. You want to drive them down a path, almost through a funnel, just like water kind of goes through a funnel and comes out the bottom. That's exactly what you want to do. And there's various different types of funnels. But the point of this is to get them to opt in, then buy something cheap, buy something a little bit more, and then buy something a little bit more. And then, if they don't want one of those things, then you give them a downsell kind of thing. So it's opt in, get interest, sell, upsell, maybe upsell, or downsell somewhere in there as well, and getting them to buy from you or take different options from you. That's the whole point. If you think about most of the stuff in your life, that's actually how most of them go. And you can see that there's different categories of things that we can pull up here. So on your main page, you want an opt-in, and that's basically a page for them to opt in. So you can see here, here's a good example, and they have a lot of really good templates in here. You can see there's like 30, 40, 50 templates that you can pull from. But let's just take a couple good example of one here. Grab my free report. This one here is how to generate 195,013 visitors a month without ads. How to generate 235,013 visitors a month without spending a dollar, blah, blah, blah. Here's a book option. There's all these different things that they have that you can use, and the whole point is to basically get people to opt in. So you can see here, we're going to choose this one. It's Mother Funnel Squeeze Page 8. We're just going to choose that one. I'll just click Select Template, and you'll see it'll build, and it builds in the back end for you. And then all you have to do is come in here and edit the page. Now, for the second page, what we're going to do here in this scenario is we're going to add a new step. And we're going to call this, we'll call this OTO, and we'll put this right next. A lot of people ask me, what does OTO mean? One-time offer. This is kind of a sales lingo, but that's what OTO means. And we're going to change this over to probably a sales page or maybe a one-click upsell. Now, in this case, I want to make sure we have a sales page first because you need to put credit card information on it. An upsell is a one-click type upsell. That's important. A sales page could be that. There's various different options. You can see the same thing. They give you the same concepts here. And there'll be ones that kind of go along with this. There'll also be another one for a potential product launch. There'll be ones for a order form. You can see there's all kinds of different stuff here that you can do. And then as you get into your upsells, you can do that as well. Now, some people also say to me, hey, what if I don't want to have an upsell right away? Yes, you can come back to the thank you page and you can choose one of these other thank you pages. Now, my recommendation is they kind of have these that go along with it. So they have similar ones that go along with the one that I just chose. So for example, remember mine was Mother Funnel Squeeze Page 8. I would choose Select Template here. This would be my thank you, and I'm just going to change the name of this in this case. So you'll see here I'll actually just change the name of this page. Instead of being OTO, I'll just say thank you. And we'll update funnel step. You'll see it'll change the name. And then all you have to do is come in here and edit these. It's really, really simple. So that's kind of how I decide which type of funnel to use. And you can see as you add new steps, you can call it whatever you want and create a funnel step, and then it gives you the option now to come in here and pick and choose what type of pages you want. So and even keep in mind, if it's opt-in to thank you, these flow in the order that they are on the left. So if you wanted to have one here that's not even in there, you could do that. But you can also do an actual sales page here. And I don't know if there's a 8. Let's see if there's a squeeze Mother Funnel Squeeze Page 8 there. No. You can actually see some of my templates are down here. Some of my various stuff that I have is in here as well because I have various different templates. But even if you wanted to do this one as a dark sales page or one of these other sales pages, this one kind of matches the same color. We can select that template and move it around, etc. And then if you want to do that, you just if you want it to be in there, you just move it around. And then if you wanted to create another one that was just upsell, or let's say OTO in this case, again, let's look at that, your one-time offer. Then we'll just let that finish here. We could then choose sales, one-click upsell, and then we can come back here to your tripwires or various other different things. You can see there's all kinds of different stuff that you can use as samples from video sales letters to just simple I want the affiliate skills, blah blah blah. So there's all kinds of stuff you can hear. I'll just throw this in here. That will be done. And you see here, then that one would be there. And then you put your downsell after the OTO. That means if somebody says no, then they go to the downsell, right? So we will get into automation and some of this other stuff deeper. If you need to look at my free ClickFunnels course that came with your affiliate stuff, take a look at that as well. And let's dive more into it. So if you have any questions, hit me up, Chris@thewizeragency.com, and I will definitely respond to you, Chris at CHRIS at the Wiser, WISER. So Chris at thewiseragency.com. All right, guys, that's how to choose your funnel. Thanks.